set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
9-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. 20! And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7. Our home team.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
10 at the 34-yard line.
the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And touchdown! And McCaffrey, 62 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 more yards there and another 1st down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Oh, here Lockett with a chance to run it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From a yard out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Morton Anderson on for the extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 70 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half.
At the 34-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Anderson to kick off.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, That was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll set them back 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Zach Ertz, 33 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He finds an opening past the 40. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
He's across.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Ball carrier.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
To kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
C.D. Lamb on the return. They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 41. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
At the 31, a 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd.
Jackson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
To make the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Saints' 13-yard line.
Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
A 30-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. Victory here for New Orleans. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this. No question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 29-yard line.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he will be very very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. Jackson will keep it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over.
10-10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 30-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Second and 9 now. That's caught by Jackson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. DK Metcalf. 70 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. Hill shedding the tackle. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Jackson's going to try the sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
This time Jackson will throw it, and it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Slings this deep from McClure. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Terry McLaurin, 62 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Man, that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man, it's Foster.
Watson's pass.
Not able to go anywhere that time, 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
At the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 46 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And it's 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 17. Our home team 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Touchdown, Chicago! Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The drive will start with Arian Foster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Byron Jones brought him down. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Foster. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
Number 23.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Open man here is Foster. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Foster. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings
2nd down and goal. Watson, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Jackson. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Taylor on the tackle.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Throwing now is Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Accelerating, and off he goes. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Today's final score.
But Charles, we saw a comeback bid from